This if you're single and you're flawed notion is very flawed in itself. Welcome to the Talk with O, and of course my name is Oreo Faye. Yeah, you know I'm your girl, you know, the melanin queen and all. Today I'm talking about being 30 and unmarried. In Nigeria, yeah, there's this pressure that women face because they feel like women are supposed to marry on time. So if you're not married before 30 or when you're above 30, there's this pressure. There's like, you are unlucky. There's something wrong with you. You know, your African parents will be praying for you, doing deliverance and stuff. Please, why? I don't understand, because at the end of the day, the truth is nobody wants to be single. So the fact that they're not married first means that there is nobody to marry yet. I'm hoping, because I don't know, maybe some people want to be single for life, and it's fine if you want to do that. But for the women who are really doing their best and really trying their best to be the best that they can, but they've not seen the guy that wants to marry them yet, it doesn't mean that's the end of the world. I mean, you can live your life. You can be totally happy when you're single. A lot of people think that being single means you're flawed. You are not. In fact, I think being single is an opportunity. It's an advantage. It's time for you to take your time to understand yourself, focus on your goals, achieve them, and actually be a better version of yourself in general. So when you're single, that's like the best time to focus on your goals, be a better version of yourself in general. Because at the end of the day, the one thing that is constant is yourself. And if you're being better, doing the right things, I think that's even when the right person will find you. Because at the end of the day, there's so much to be done. You need to have your mental health in check. You need to have your finances in check. You need to have your physical self in check. Because nobody wants to be with a birdie. Nobody wants to be with someone that looks like they don't have their life all figured together. So back to the topic. When you're 30 and unmarried, I understand the pressure. Everybody's like, oh, get married. What are you waiting for? You are ready, you know. But I don't understand the problem. Like, if somebody gets married at 30 and gets married to the wrong person, I mean, is that supposed to be the right thing to do? A lot of people are in wrong marriages. A lot of women have married trash men because they're just like, oh, my friends are getting married, I have to get married. And some people are even in love with the idea. You know, they've glorified the idea of getting married so much that they don't understand that they're actually putting themselves in a lifetime commitment. Like, you cannot get out of it except, well, you can get a divorce, but who wants to go through all that? So if you want to do this marriage thing, I would advise that you do it right. But if you're still in the single game and you're still trying to get your life together, baby girl, do not worry, because at the end of the day, man, you can always achieve so much with your life. Like, there's so many other things you can do while you're being single. And if you're not married yet, your boo is coming, okay? So I also want to talk about the fact that a lot of people don't understand that this marriage thing, a lot of women should know that men actually benefit more from marriage than women do. Research has actually shown that when a guy gets married, there's a higher tendency for the guy to be like more healthy, you know, biologically. But when a woman gets married, I'm not saying she's going to be sick or anything. The advantages are not up to the advantages the guy will have when they get married. You know, the girl has to go through the whole hormonal changes when she gets pregnant and all of that. So at the end of the day, really, it's not like you're doing these guys, you're not doing them a favor, but at the end of the day, you are actually helping. You are helping this man. So you shouldn't be desperate to get married. A man should want you. You should be the one to be asked. That is why a guy should propose, you know. You should be the one to be asked to be in his life, to be all of that good stuff to him. So we can see that there are many celebrities, many known and even unknown women that are killing it. They're being single and they're being fabulous with it. A lot of ladies that we know, some of them are, you know, celebrities, like I said earlier. Let's talk about some of them, you know. Let's talk about Tiwa Savage. First, I know Tiwa Savage was married, now she's divorced. And then, you know, the good thing about this whole thing, she's like a brand new person. I see her as somebody that has just redefined herself. That girl is killing it. I mean, she's over 30. She's like 36, and she doesn't even look it. Her style has upgraded. Even her music game is like on point. Like, she's releasing hits back to back, featuring people, and she's killing it basically. Like, she doesn't even feel or look, because we really don't know what's going on in her mind and, in personal life and all. But I mean, she's doing well in her career. That's one good thing. And she's shining. Like, that's goals, man, if you ask me. Like, if you don't have this whole marriage thing figured out, I mean, you have your life. You have your life to figure out. You have your career to figure out. That's a lot of work to focus on. Look at Toke Makinwa. Toke Makinwa is, I know a part of her wants to get married because she's like always indirectly talking about it. But she's a slay queen or slay king. Let me, help her. Let me hype her small. Because she's really into this whole fashion thing and she's killing it. She still has her YouTube, talking to us from time to time. A lot of other celebrities. Now, I want to talk about Nicki Minaj. I read recently that she said she's celibate and she's now single for the first time in 20 years. I was shocked too when I heard it. But the good thing is she's very bold and she can come out to say that this is the first time she's actually been single. Like, how many people can actually focus on, how many people can realize and be that bold about their past or say the things that really go on in their lives? She has been in and out of serious relationships over the years and none of them have worked out for her. And now she's single and she's actually taking her time to work on herself. She feels like she's even more productive now. A new album is coming up in August and I'm really excited. A lot of people are really excited. It's like she feels brand new. She feels empowered. She doesn't have to, she can wake up at any time. She can go shopping at any time. She doesn't have to worry about a man. I mean, that's something to look at. That's something to feel, to make you feel like, you are full, like, you are a whole being. Also, Rihanna, oh Lord. Rihanna is my favorite, my personal favorite. Like, she's always on point. She's releasing she has a lot of multi-brands now. She has Fenty Beauty, Fenty and Savage. She's also on the September issue for Vogue. She's killing it, man. Like, I know it's easy to say because people are celebrities, but I'm using them because I feel like we can relate with these people. Even if you're not famous, I'm sure there are so many young entrepreneurs, CEOs, beautiful ladies doing their thing out there. They don't really have to be with a man to be recognized because they understand that they have themselves and they are an entity for themselves. So they don't have to be bothered. They don't have to, maybe their parents are, putting pressure day in, day out, get married, you need to get married and all. But they are not letting that stop them from achieving the goals that they are supposed to be achieving. There is no age there's no age you get to means you're expired. The only thing you might be worried about is the biological reasons, like, oh, maybe your eggs might be, expiring and all. But you can always have kids. I mean, you can make sure that as long as you're sure that you're able to be a good parent. Look at Linda Ikeji. A lot of people were coming for her when she got pregnant, after preaching celibacy and all that. In my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, you should actually practice what you preach. But in the real sense, she needs a child. She's getting really old, and she's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna get a child, and she got a child. See, let's be realistic. At the end of the day, let all of us be realistic because we all want this thing. So if you can't get certain things, one you can get for yourself, please get it. But don't now say don't marry for the wrong reasons because a lot of people have died from marrying the wrong people. A lot of people have suffered continuously from domestic violence. A lot of people have watched their lives deteriorate because they married the wrong people. So it's a very deep thing. Like, you can't just let yourself slip away because, you've not gotten to the right person. You just want to marry anybody that comes your way. Please take your time because you don't know who is who. If you now say, okay, you want to marry somebody by fire by force, at the end of the day, you and the guy, you now end up being miserable than when you were even being single. I mean, which one would you prefer? So I think it's very advisable for you to take your time and just, live in the moment. Well, I'm not saying you should make silly mistakes. Be sure of what you're doing, have substance, let the essence of your existence actually matter. Let people see you and be like, oh, I want to be like this woman. She's a role model and all that. And I don't want to sound biased because a lot of men too might be facing one or two, pressures from family and all that, because they believe when a man too is above 30, for some reason, they believe he's ready. If you are not ready, please don't go and enter a marriage that you now be suffocating yourself. Please. This marriage thing is an option. It's not like the end result or the end goal in life. You can actually get married. In fact, I love marriages. I love love. It's okay to be happy. When you have your partner, you're happy. Please be happy and do your thing. But I'm telling you now that if you don't have it all together, take your time and focus on the other things that you have, meaning yourself. You can always grow. There's always an opportunity to grow. Once you stop growing, it means you're dead. So once you're not dead, when there's life, there's hope. You can always work on yourself, be better. When the time comes, you will get it, girl. Another example of, some women that I feel like some people feel like they married late, but I don't think they married late. Adesua Etomi, she's 29. She got married at the age of 28. A lot of people might have said, oh, wow, I didn't know she was that old. Why did she marry that late? Please, doesn't she look like the happiest now? Like, she looks so happy. She looks so young, like she's blossoming. There's nothing wrong with her. And I really don't know. Maybe these people go through their personal things, I really don't know. But she's actually killing it right now. Zainab Balogun as well. She just got married recently. And of course, people will come for her. People came for her and were like, oh, you are marrying an old man, because I don't understand why people feel like other people's personal lives should be their businesses. But at the end of the day, my point is, these people, if you check their resume, if you check the things that they've achieved in their life, you will know that these people have lived, or they are still living. They are not just existing. Some people might say, oh, they came from rich backgrounds, but there's a lot you can actually add to yourself. Forget education, you can get skills, you can have experiences, like things that you can actually just add to yourself. There's no excuse. You can always do something while you're single. You can't use the being single excuse to just, while away time and just wait there. It's very rare to see men marry women that are not doing anything with their lives. Well, some people will say their end game or their goal is to actually be housewives. Full housewives, and I think there's nothing wrong with that per se. But if you think you have a purpose in life, I think the first thing you should do is making sure that you achieve that purpose, because that is the only way you would actually feel fulfilled. And if you get married in the process, do not stop pursuing your goals. Be with somebody that will support you and help you find that purpose, because that is the essence of our existence, really. Like, purpose is very important. You do not want to waste away, trust me. Anyway, so thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Oreo Faye again, and if you like my shirt, please patronize Drained and Cranes on Instagram. Follow them, order your tees. They are very affordable, and they have like really nice write-ups on it, like this. This one says black thighs matter. And that's all I have for you on today's episode. P.S. This is strictly my opinion, guys, and please, if you want to share your opinions as well, make sure you comment in the comment section, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much and have a great time.